MashaAllah. Jazakumullah khair for coming. Inshallah, we're going to be having a youth halaqa about Surah Al-Zalzala and small deeds, every deeds counts towards Allah, inshallah. Without further delay, I would like to give the mic to Shaykh Tauqeer.
Yeah, we're gonna have a discussion. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah walhamdulillah. والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أما بعد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. We begin in the name of Allah and we send blessings and salutations on our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This surah that tonight we're covering in the youth halaqa is Surah Al-Zalzala. Who knows the meaning of zalzala? It's a pretty common word, especially in our language, in Indo-Pak language, right? Who knows the meaning of zalzala? Yeah, what's the meaning of zalzala? The earthquake, absolutely. It means what? The earthquake. It's okay. It's okay. As long as somebody's got it, right? Now, the name of the surah is Zalzala, which means the earthquake. So first, let's quickly go down to the translation of the surah. And then, inshallah, we'll try to take some points off of it, from it. And then, inshallah, what we will do is we will try to do a little bit of an activity that we can do together, inshallah. So, Brother Hussein, you want to, you gave your phone away? Let's open, let's everyone, if you have a phone, which I know all of you do, I'm going to give you 10 seconds, how quick you are, and give me the translation of the surah, the first two ayahs. If I were to give you this task, give me 10 seconds to check up on social media, it's probably already done. You got it? Shamir said he's got it. Less than two. It did not take him more than 2 seconds. MashaAllah. Adan has it too. How about other people? You got it? Why is it taking so long? You don't have the Quran app? What games do you have? You have Roblox app. You have all kinds of apps, right? I'm not, when I'm talking, I'm not speaking directly to one person, okay? So if I say something, I'm not targeting you. I'm just saying in general, all right? We have all kinds of apps. Look at me. I probably have like over 10 apps for games. And I don't even play that many games. Right? Sometimes, obviously, you need something to kill time, right? Count how many games apps do you have. I want you to know how many game apps you have. You have 10, right? But you have 10. How many Quran Islamic apps do you have? 3? Okay. I want somebody else to tell me how many game apps do you have on your phone? You have 0. Can I see if you will be, you sure? Okay, how many social media apps do you have? No. That includes TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. I know it's for older people. What else is there? I don't even know. There's so many. I'm not talking about that. How many? He's on your account. How many social media apps do you have? Name it. I want to know number. 10? 2? So 4? 3? Okay. So what's the most trending app now, the social media app? Instagram? It's still? Snapchat died? Okay. No more? Snapchat still alive? No? Dead? What are we using?
Just the old people use now.
Oh, the old people use
Snapchat now.
Really? What's the thing, huh? What's the thing? Snapchat? Oh no, Instagram, right? Okay, what else? TikTok, and I guess the 2 biggest social media apps nowadays are Instagram. Instagram and TikTok. Roughly, how much time do you think you might have spent on social media apps today? Roughly, just like roughly. How much time, huh? Can you open your phone, go to the settings and search on it usage? Go to settings, search on top, my activity. What's the screen time? On settings, on top, write screen time. On top, go to settings, on top, write screen time, and then click on that. It will tell you exactly how much time you've been spending on which app today. And now tell me, yes, what does it say? What's your highest time spent app? Hour on Google? Okay. 30 minutes on? A what? Okay, mashallah. What do you got? Mashallah. This brother has the highest usage child on ChatGPT. That's his best friend.
Gotta use it for work.
You have paid account?
You code, you design.
Yeah, mashallah. Who else? I want you to go in your settings, right on top, screen time, search on it and tell me how much time did you spend today on social media? 49 minutes, 1 hour, 10 minutes. Kya kar rahe the? 1 hour, 10 minutes. What are you doing? Huh? Yeah, what? You were doing Rahla post, okay? Yes, tell me. Now tell me on the list. Yes, go ahead. WhatsApp definitely counts more than anything. That's number one. WhatsApp is the most destructive time wastage thing in the world. I think more than Facebook, more than social media, WhatsApp is the biggest problem. Huh? 15? That's not bad. I don't even want to look at my WhatsApp time usage. What about the sisters? What's the highest? In what? Instagram. Hour and 30 minutes. MashaAllah. Anybody else who wants to share? G? WhatsApp and camera. Oh, WhatsApp and Canva. Oh, camera. WhatsApp and camera. Kitne aa rahe? For WhatsApp for now. Yes. Go ahead. Look. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Guys. Talk to me. Yeah, we are. Yeah, what's that? 30 minutes? Good. Now I want you to tell me, 5 hours? 5 hours on what? On what? What app? Yeah, you were doing research on a game for 5 hours? MashaAllah, good. 15 apps for AI? MashaAllah. No. That's it. Next question. Now, on the same list, tell me, how much time did you spend on like something actually productive, useful, Quran, maybe like regular, talking. How about actual phone time, like talking to somebody? 13-line Quran? Okay, 1 minute. Who else? Yes. 15 minutes on Quran? That's good. That's still good. Yes. You spent 30 minutes reading. That's beautiful. Sister's turn. Oh, we don't have Quran apps? Are you like, oh no, I use the Mus'haf, right? I prefer to use the good one. I don't use Quran app because it's distracting, so I just carry the Mus'haf with me, right?
Most of them are hafaz.
Oh, most of us are hafaz, mashallah. I don't need an app. I can read it from my memory. Like Maz, right? Who needs an app when you're a hafiz, right? When you know the whole Surah Yasin, right? Good one. Anyhow, yes? So, mashallah, now who's going to read to me the translation of Surah Zalzala? Oh, I thought you said you weren't putting online. You made it online? Okay. So don't have a whole lot of time for anything. MashaAllah, very good. It says Youth Halaqa. All right. Somebody said I'm too old. I have 5. MashaAllah. We're reading your comments. Don't worry. We're reading it. That's really good. MashaAllah. Now, open your Quran, and how quick are you in giving me the translation of Surah Zalzala? Give it to me. Those who are listening, write it down. We're really good when it comes to texting. Like it takes like how long does it take to send us like a whole paragraph? Like millisecond or something? Like
20 seconds or less.
20 seconds or less. I want you to quickly write it down. Give me the translation of Surah Zalzala. How fast can you do it for me?
Okay, who's going?
Who's going? Come on, somebody give me the translation of Surah Zalzala.
Let's call on him. You got it? All right, here. Here's the mic. All right, guys, listen up, inshallah.
About in a day,
When
maybe
the
2
earth-
hours. Good. Nobody's too old. You're not too old. Yes.
When the earth is shaken with its final earthquake,
When the earth is shaking with its final earthquake, إِذَا زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا. The name of the surah came from this ayah, Zalzala, Zilzalaha. It means the earthquake. When the earth is shaking with an earthquake, the final earthquake. What is this talking about? This is talking about what? The day of?
judgment.
That is talking about the day of judgment. So on the day of judgment, it's going to be an atmosphere and scenario is going to be kind of like a earthquake, right? It's going to have an earthquake feeling. Who witnessed an earthquake in their lifetime? Oh, you have? MashaAllah. You've witnessed an earthquake in your lifetime? Oh, he said he witnessed an earthquake in Roblox. That counts? It does count? Okay. I have not witnessed an earthquake. Who witnessed an earthquake in their lifetime? Huh? In your home theater, that doesn't count. You witnessed an earthquake. I want you to tell me when you witnessed an earthquake. There are two people. How did it feel? What was your feeling like? Well, like what did you? How would you know? You never experienced it. Maybe the sister can tell us when you were actually there and you remember going through an earthquake. How did it feel? You were right?
I wish I had that.
You were frightened. Right. Everything tilted. You felt like you were losing your balance. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. So the sister said that she felt an earthquake. It felt like everything just tilted and you lost your balance and everything was falling and then it kind of came back to its place. Imagine you're sitting over here. Imagine you're sitting over here and you feel an earthquake and everything you start to just tilt towards the ground and you lose control. You lose your balance. And subhanallah, you have, it's almost like you have no control anything. You have no control over anything. So the day of judgment is going to be like an earthquake when you will be walking and you will have no balance, no control over anything. Subhanallah, everything's going to be shaking around you. And then the next ayah. What's the next ayah?
And the earth discharges its burdens.
وَأَخْرَجَتِ الْأَرْضُ أَثْقَالَهَا. What does that mean? The earth will spill out all its contents. Can somebody elaborate? You want to? Yeah, the people buried on the ground, the treasures, everything. The earth will spill everything out. Everything's gonna come out. All the people that we've buried, everything that's buried beneath is gonna come out. SubhanAllah, it's gonna be horrific. Next ayah.
And man says, what is wrong with it?
And the man will say, man or a woman, a human will say, وَقَالَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا لَهَا. What happened to earth? What's going on? What is going on? You cannot imagine, you cannot make sense of what is going on. And why is this happening? Right. Next.
Recount everything.
On that day, the earth will recount everything. Yeah, the earth will start speaking. What does that mean? That means that everything that we do on this earth It is recorded. Even the messages that you send out and you delete, even the messages that disappear, even the conversations that you delete, do we really think are they actually being deleted? No. Maybe they're deleted in eyes, in your eyes, but of course, definitely Allah knows, but also at the same time, they are also being recorded by earth as well. يَوْمَئِذٍ تُحَدِّثُ أَخْبَارَهَا. And why will the earth start talking about all of the news, everything it has witnessed? بِأَنَّ, what's the next ayah? Go ahead, read it. Because your Lord has commanded it to speak. On that day, Allah Azza wa Jal will give the earth, the ground, the ability to speak as if it's been given a mouth or a tongue. As if it's been given a mouth or a tongue. The earth, the ground beneath us will start speaking. Subhanallah. The ground beneath, and this is actually in the Quran. The ground beneath us will start speaking of everything that it saw, experienced, it witnessed, good or bad. That's why the scholars have said that this is a surah of a hope and warning as well. Right? This is the surah of hope and warning as well. What else? Next surah, next ayah. بِأَنَّ رَبَّكَ وَحَالَهَا. What's the next ayah?
That day the people will depart separated into categories to be shown the result of their deeds.
Can you say it again? Because I could not understand. On that day,
That day the people will depart separated into categories to be shown the result of their deeds.
on that day, the people will depart separately in their categories and they will be shown their deeds. Who can elaborate what does that mean? On that day, people will depart separately in different categories and then they will be shown their deeds. It's like in Surah Al-Yasin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَامْتَازُ الْيَوْمَ أَيُّهَا الْمُجْرِمُونَ. Separate the good and the bad. On that day, there will be categories of people. The good people, the bad people. Subhanallah. It will not be on that day immediately. On that day, it will be separate categories of people. Today, subhanallah, on this world, we are all mixed. We don't know the intention, but Allah Azza wa Jal knows our inner intentions, our inner actions, our hidden secrets. Allah is aware of every single thing, subhanallah. And on that day, the criteria will not be you go to because you live in this neighborhood and you afford here. What will be the only criteria on the day of judgment? To be associated with people. What is the only criteria? The criteria is taqwa, piety, and goodness, subhanallah. Next ayah. What's the next ayah? Yes. Yes, translation.
No, I have it. No, I don't have it.
Yeah, somebody give me.
Wait,
Go ahead.
Where's speaker?
Just speak into.
So whoever does an atom's weight of good will see it.
Whoever does an atom weight of good shall see it. And the next ayah is the last ayah. Last ayah, can one of the sisters read the last ayah? I thought you had the Quran app open.
Just read this. Oh, sister?
Yes.
Give it to her. Don't give it to me.
And whoever does an atom's weight of evil shall see it, and whoever does an atom weight of good shall see it. So what does this mean? This means that this ayah, this surah serves as a surah of hope and also as a surah of warning. Because it gives us reassurance that even the smallest amount of deed that you do, even the smallest amount of deed that you do, you will see it on the day of judgment. What are some examples? What are some examples of small deeds? What are some examples of small deeds? Even that on the day of judgment, you will see it and you will be rewarded for it. Give me an example. Smiling at someone is a sadaqah. Good. What is a small example? It does not go to waste. On the day of judgment, you will be rewarded for that as well. Now give me an example of a small bad deed. Not good, bad deed. Well, what is it, Brother Hussein?
Cheating.
Cheating somebody? That seems like pretty big to me. No? Cheating somebody? Absolutely. Yes. What is another example of a small bad deed? Huh? Yeah, but we can talk about it. That's fine. Huh? Not getting a glazed donut? That's a bad deed. Why would you not get a glazed donut? What? Glazed donuts are the best. I'm sorry. Oh, not lowering your gaze. Got it, got it. Okay. Yeah, what did you say? Not lowering your gaze. Okay. No, not. Did you say anything about the glazed donuts? Oh, okay.
She
Sorry.
wants some.
I think somebody's hungry for some glazed donuts. All right. What else?
Cursing?
Oh, subhanallah. He said there's no such thing as a small bad deed. MashaAllah, so wise.
MashaAllah. Takbir.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Takbir. MashaAllah. I'm so proud of you. Give me an example of a small good deed. A small good deed. Yes, come on. Let me give a chance to the brothers, okay? Yes. Beautiful. He
MashaAllah.
said holding the door open for somebody. Just like that, do the opposite and think of a small bad deed. Maybe walking on your way out and shutting the door on somebody and not holding the door. But yes, to talk about a small good deed, holding the door for somebody. As you're entering, as you're exiting, maybe just holding the door. Is that considered a deed? Sometimes we don't even think about this, right? We don't even think of it as something worthwhile. What do you think, Brother Hussein? When was the last time we actually made a point to hold the door or to open the door for somebody?
Definitely. And
We don't
even,
do that, right?
yeah.
Yes, go ahead. Giving out water, providing water. Yes, that's a really, it's very heavy, but it's considered very light. Like, oh, water, everybody has water. But you know that giving water is considered the highest form of sadaqah jariyah, is providing water and wells. It's considered the best sadaqah jariyah, because that's like the basic necessity of life, subhanallah. Good. Another example of a small bad deed. I want you to think about that so that we can start to avoiding that as well. Yes. What's an example of a small bad deed? Wasting time. Wasting time. Yeah, like maybe spending 49 minutes on Instagram, or like 1 hour and 30 minutes on some app. Would that be considered a small bad deed?
Netflixing.
Maybe Netflixing. What? What's Netflix?
Maybe
What?
eating in the masjid when it's against the rules.
Yes. Talking when your teacher's talking. Very good. Huh?
That's not small.
Exposing somebody's sin, that's actually a pretty major sin.
That's not small.
That's a pretty big sin. Yes, go ahead, tell us. Using bad language, absolutely. That's really bad. Maybe, how about like maybe frowning on somebody? Like an actual Like I want you to think very small, minor things. Maybe think for a moment. Think about very small, minor things that you do and that we do, and sometimes that people do, and that really affects us. Like maybe just making that expression, like facial expressions, frowning on somebody,
Rolling
and
your eyes.
rolling your eyes, rolling your eyes at your parents.
No, that's a big one.
Oh, that's a big one?
Yeah, that's a
That's a
big
big one. Like rolling your eyes at your parents or your teachers or somebody
Maybe
or
your-
anybody that says something is like, oh, my life. It's a very common thing among teenagers, right? Oh my God, my life. Why do I have to do this? And then phone away. Distracting. Look at me.
All right, guys,
Is that-
pay
yes.
attention.
Do you think that rolling your eyes at somebody out of frustration, what is that an expression of? Not just not interest. It's more like, of course, it's not a norm. That considers it like disrespect, especially when it involves your elders, especially when it involves somebody who's older than you. Do you think we do that a lot? When was the last time you rolled your eyes and you made this expression like, oh, why me? Why do I have to do it? What else? What else?
Stalking?
Let's get to this one after. Yes? Rolling your eyes is considered. When was the last time you did that? I want you to raise, okay, it's going to be embarrassing. Don't raise your hand. It's fine. Don't raise your hand. Okay, if you're confident enough to raise your hand, then go ahead and raise your hand. Maybe think about it and then think of it as something that's considered a sin. And then relate it to this ayah, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَى, that whomsoever does even a small deed which is equivalent to an atom will see it on the day of judgment. Good. The next one, she said it another very good. What is another example of a bad deed? And what did you say? She said stalking. Stalking. Give me an example of stalking. Give me an example of stalking. Stalking people. What? What is an example of stalking?
Stalking celebrities?
Stalking celebrities is not really.
I thought that was them having fans.
Huh?
Looking at their Instagram all the time?
Can you delete this? I think there's a. No,
Did you subscribe?
no, you can. There's a way
Okay,
to.
let me delete.
I think you go up or something.
I'm sorry.
Just show this, okay? Just freak it out. Showed it on the screen. Obviously, as we're doing live, there are some people who are stalking us and making and writing inappropriate comments. Thank you so much. Find something better to do in life instead of spamming and doing the page. Exactly what we're talking about right here. Exactly what we're talking about. Yes. We're broadcasting on multiple channels, yes? Give me an example of stalking. Yeah, maybe looking at somebody. How about like maybe maybe like stalking on social media. How about like stalking on social media, or like going through different people's account or something? What do you think about that? Yeah, that is a form of stalking. Give me another example that's considered a form of stalking. Yes. What? knowing too much about a person, or more like trying to intrigue and trying to like dig about people's past and going into their stuff and trying to get to uh, trying to dig people's problems instead of focusing on your own things and try to better yourself. We tend to do that, right? We like to pinpoint other people's problems. We like to find negativity in them. You know, like how some people are doing it right now. They're worried about trying to find negativity in certain people and certain things and certain religions, certain faith. Like, oh, you're this, you're that. Like instead of not focusing on ourselves, right? Absolutely, yes.
Shh, guys.
Okay, good. Let's go to what are some good examples of good deeds?
Can I add something? Can I add something? Can I add something?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, one example of a good deed that many people take for granted is the good that you do for people and they don't appreciate you. Are you guys listening? Or are you guys just on your phones? You guys listening? All right, what did I say? No idea, right? Because you're not listening. So anything that you do for somebody or someone or something and you don't get appreciated, just know that Allah is appreciating you. You don't need people to tell you thank you. You don't need people to be there for you to validate what you're doing. Just do something for the sake of Allah and Allah will appreciate you. That's a good deed and that's a motivation to continue doing good and not get demotivated. What were you saying? All right, tell me. And give it to them, right? Not take it? Yeah, you said take it. I mean, I don't know. Pick it up. You can pick it up and take it, right? But now you're saying that. Good job.
Keep engaging. Huh? So you said that picking up other people's stuff, that's very nice. Have you ever considered that to be a good deed? That if somebody drops something on the floor and maybe you be the one to kind of pick it up for them, especially if it's an elder? When was the last time I did that? You did it at the store yesterday? That somebody dropped something and you... So it was an elderly lady. She dropped pasta and she was in the grocery store and you reached out for help. You picked it up and you put it on the shelf so that that's a very kind thing you did. It's a very good thing. I'm so proud of you, mashallah. This is an example of a small good deed. An example, boys, think of guys, think of a small good deed that you've done recently. The sister said a very beautiful thing, picking up something for other people. She said that she was at a grocery store and there was an elderly lady on the aisle and she dropped something and then she reached out and she picked it up from the floor to hand it to her. That is a prime example. For instance, picking up something, holding the door for somebody. These are some prime examples of small good deeds that we don't even consider worthwhile, that we don't take them seriously, but they are actually good deeds and there are good deeds and hasanat behind it, right? Give me some more examples, like picking up trash. Maybe not throwing trash in the masjid, right? Maybe not throwing trash in the masjid. How about when it comes to driving? Maybe being respectful. How about when it comes to speaking? Maybe not speaking over. I can give you 100 examples like this, right? I can give you so many examples.
Just like not speaking over when someone is speaking right now.
Yes, an example of a bad deed is not speaking over somebody. When somebody is speaking, not cutting them off, maybe listening to them, giving them the respect, right? That's considered a bad deed. And what's a good deed? What's the opposite of that? A good deed is when somebody is speaking, give them the full concentration, the full attention, as if you are listening to them and not... What's an example of another bad deed that we do? If somebody is talking to us and we're on the phone, we are on the phone, right? Like for instance, right now I see so many of you, I'm trying to talk to you, but you're on the phone and you're ignoring. Is that considered ignoring? Yes. Is that considered bad deed? Absolutely. Is that considered offensive? Maybe.
And some
Maybe
people,
not.
they hear that and they still keep doing it. So what about those people?
Some people who are still doing it, right? Some people that are still doing it, when somebody's speaking, you speak over them. Like some kids in the back, mashallah, they're constantly on their phone. Is that considered a good deed? Is that considered a bad deed? And completely like complete ignore, right? Guys, do you know that I'm
And guys,
talking about certain people, right? I'm not talking about you, certain people.
if you're doing it, maybe you're that person. Maybe.
What's an example of a bad deed? When somebody's speaking, you listen and you don't speak. And a prime example that we do, that I tend to do it, to be honest with you, I'm the victim here. I'm not the victim. I blame myself too, because I do it. A lot of times when somebody is talking, I'm on the phone. And like, oh, and as soon as I got a message and I tend to check it, I need to check my message, and somebody's literally standing in front of me and talking to me face to face. And I'm standing there, oh, hold on, give me a minute, I need to be on the phone. Or if not on the phone, give me a minute. I'm like, is that considered a bad deed? Do you think this would be considered a bad deed?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. When was the last time you probably did that?
5 minutes ago.
Huh? 5 minutes ago? We do it all the time. Is that a good thing to do? No, it's not a very good thing to do. Yes. Give me an example like that. What's an example?
Hey, don't expose your parents here. No, we can't.
Did you know that it's also considered a bad deed when you talk about somebody's bad habits in front of everybody? Did you also know that? That it's also considered a bad deed when you talk about somebody's habit in front of other people? Yeah, you shouldn't do that either. I know it's a bit, but maybe if you want, you can talk to them, or you can talk to somebody in private, but definitely not in front of everybody, right?
Don't put it on the screen, right?
Thanks a lot.
Should we done?
Going live, we put this on screen. So right, yeah. Put the good ones on the screen. Yes, give me another example. Can somebody give me another example? Huh? Good deed. How about when you walk away from the masjid and if you're the last person, maybe turning off the lights? Or at your house? When you're the last person, maybe not just completely ignoring and not being completely careless, not carefree, careless. And maybe if you're the last person in the room, turning off the lights behind you, right? And not completely thinking that, oh, it's not, my parents will do it, they'll take care of it, right? Do we do that? Or maybe like waking up in the morning and making your bed, or maybe like if you're eating, picking up your plates and maybe washing your plate sometimes, or wiping the table where you ate. These are things we don't take it serious. Do we take these things serious? I think about and reflect it, right? Do we take these things? When was the last time I even thought that was a good deed, right? For instance, if I drink this water and I finish the whole water, I leave the water bottle here. Is that considered a bad deed? Absolutely. I drank the water. I should be responsible to put this in the trash, right? If you ate from the table, why should somebody else clean after you? You should be the one to pick up your plate and take your plate and put it away, if not cleaning it, right? Is that very reasonable? Or maybe using the bathroom and making sure that the bathroom is clean for the next person, right? Do we do that?
No.
You do? We do? How about when you come to the masjid and you're making wudu and making sure that the sink or that area is dried and wiped down for the person that's going to come after you, or the toilet? Do we do that? That's a good deed. And if you don't do that, it's considered a bad deed, right? Or maybe when somebody's speaking to you and you turn your back on them. Maybe when somebody's speaking and you turn your back on them. Would that be considered a good deed or a bad deed? I'm not talking about anybody in specific, right? Somebody's speaking, you turn your back on them. Maybe when two people are speaking, you interfere You intervene in between and you completely ignore the one person and you start talking to them. This happens a lot, right? Or maybe giving importance and prioritizing only the person that you know and someone that can benefit you. If a person is elderly, if a person you're not interested in, completely ignoring them and only going to that person that you think that is going to benefit you in some way. We tend to do that a lot, right? Or maybe when coming to the masjid and saying salam only to the people you know and to your friends and completely ignoring everybody else. We do that a lot. Do we not do that? When was the last time I made a point to make salam to a stranger? When was the last time you made a point to make a salam to a stranger? You didn't. The only time we make salam to someone who's our friend or who we know.
Yeah.
Right? Are you guys listening? Are you guys listening? Right? What's considered a prime example of bad deed? When somebody is speaking and you completely ignore them and you're on the phone as if something else and somebody else is more important, and I feel offended that don't you think that the person who's actually sitting right in front of you physically in person deserves to have more of your time than the person who's not even there, maybe wherever they are? Maybe they're sitting in the bathroom. God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I don't know where they are. But there's a person right in front of you physically in person. We ignore them and you're talking to somebody who's not even there and you don't even know where they are. Right? So that's considered a really bad deed, that you completely disregard that and you completely ignore that and you focus on these things. Right?
And focusing on other people's mistakes rather than your own.
Absolutely. Focusing on other people's mistake rather than your own. MashaAllah. Can somebody give me another example and then inshallah we'll try to conclude.
Anyone else? All right. MashaAllah.
Yeah, can you repeat that?
MashaAllah. So he said that one time he took a slushy and then another person needed it and he gave it to him. So sacrificing something that you need for someone else's sake.
That's a
MashaAllah.
beautiful act. That's a beautiful act. If you see somebody who's more in need, or maybe they're just sad and maybe you have to share it with somebody else, break it in half, or maybe get it for somebody else too. We should do that, right? What else? Inshallah, we're going to conclude. Yes, yes. Speaking up for someone, very good. Maybe if you see a friend that's being targeted or being humiliated and being talked down on, you actually speak up for somebody. You speak up. In our generation, we don't tend to do that. When we see somebody who's getting abused or who's getting talked down upon, what do? We just ignore.
No eating
We
allowed.
stay out of it, right? We stay out of it. We don't really stand up for somebody. That's a very good point that you've shared, right? So, what else? An example of a good deed or a bad deed? Yes. An example of a good deed is he made coffee for a teacher. Absolutely. That's one of the greatest deeds you did. I'm so proud of you. Keep doing it. All right? You know, another example of a good deed is that maybe asking your parents or your elders, how was your day? No. Alhamdulillah, my day was all right. It was amazing. How about, yes, to conclude, yes. Moving something harmful out of the pathway for someone. Very good. Now, what is one small good deed that we can mention today? Everybody, take a moment. Can I get everybody's attention and then we'll conclude? This is the final thing. Final thing. Think of one small deed that we are going to do for the next 5 days. It could be something very small. It could be something very small.
Whatever you thought about, does anyone want to share it? If you don't have to, it's okay. Nap after Dhuhr? MashaAllah. Who's going to join him in that? Let me join you on that one. I wish I can. Sisters, anyone? Any deed that you can think about to do for the next 5 days? Maybe smile at somebody. Okay, I forgot. Sisters don't like to smile. Some of them. All right, brothers. Go ahead. You. Praying in the first saf in the masjid, mashallah. I'm not going to force anyone to raise their hands.
Yes, so one thing that we could do every day.
Wake up for tahajjud, mashallah. Go ahead. Did do what? Saying good morning to a bus driver, mashallah.
No, but you don't have school this whole week. How are you going to do this when you don't have school?
Say
this
good
morning?
morning and salam to your parents when you wake up. How about
How
that?
about saying salam to your parents?
Who's going to do that? No. You said what? Tell people kind words. Who's going to join him in that? Put your hands up. Who's going to join him in that?
Say kind things to people.
All right, the rest who don't want to put their hands up, I guess you don't want to join that club. Anyone else?
Yes.
Use
Less
less
social media.
Who's putting his hands up for that one? Oh, no hands. Everybody's hands is down. Using less social media. Some of them are on it right now. Okay. Guys, no one's going to be a judge, just yourself. Just hold yourself accountable, okay?
You have to hold yourself accountable. All right? We are going to conclude with this and wrap up with this, inshallah.
Just one last thing. I know it was mentioned, brothers, one last thing, excuse me. If you guys can pick up your water bottles that you took and make sure you finish it. Don't leave it here, okay? No one's here is your servant. You are your own servant. So pick up your own water, take it, and then when we give you food outside, finish your slice of pizza. Don't just leave it there, okay? Wasting, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching. So if you waste, you didn't benefit anything from today's program. So your test will be right now and outside.
Jazakumullah khair. Subhanallah bihamdi. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum. Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.